NIO is on sale and has massive upside potential. This is something every investor should be excited about. However, it is important to understand the difference between being on sale and being cheap. When something is temporarily on sale, it is a great time to buy, and when something is just simply cheap, it's because no one wants it, so it stays cheap. So which one is it? Is NIO on sale, or is it just cheap? Before we can answer that question, we first need to look at why NIO is so undervalued when compared to Tesla. For better or worse, Tesla is the measuring stick for EV manufacturers in the world today. Let's start by defining the ways NIO is undervalued in comparison to Tesla. In January 2021, Tesla reached an all-time high around $900 per share. Over the next months, Tesla sold off all the way down to the $550 level twice, in March and again in May. Since May, Tesla has been steadily increasing in share price, as they have now set a new all-time high in October 2021 at over $900 per share. In fact, they have almost reached $1,200 per share. That means Tesla is back. NIO also had a very similar story in the early part of the year. NIO set their all-time high in January at almost $67 per share and retreated all the way back down to 32 support level twice. The major difference between Tesla and NIO is that NIO has failed to return to its all-time high. NIO currently sits around $39 per share, $40 per share, and almost 50% discount from January. This is the first way NIO is undervalued against Tesla. They have not yet regained their previous all-time high. A second way to show that NIO is undervalued versus Tesla is by looking at their price to sales ratio. This ratio shows how much investors are paying for each dollar of revenue per share. If we look at these charts side by side, we see Tesla and NIO had similar price to sales ratios in January and around the beginning of the year. Since then, two different stories have unfolded. The Tesla ratio has increased back to almost 25, while NIO is still worth only about $13. Each $1 of Tesla sales is worth almost twice as much as $1 of NIO sales. Tesla has a market cap that is over 18 times larger than NIO's market cap at time of this recording. We see that here. Tesla's market cap is over $1 trillion in the range of $1.2 trillion. It is already in the $1 trillion club. NIO has a market cap of only $65 billion. Those are the three ways I believe NIO is undervalued in comparison to Tesla. If you're getting value out of this video, please give it a like. Now that you understand what I mean by NIO being undervalued, I will start to look at why NIO is undervalued in comparison to Tesla. Eventually, I'll try to answer the question, is NIO cheap or is NIO on sale? The first reason I see for NIO being undervalued is their choice to use the battery as a service model. If you're not familiar with the model, the basics go like this. Customers purchase NIO vehicles without batteries. The batteries are sold separately. Customers then subscribe to a monthly service so that they can use the vehicle. The batteries are swapped out at battery swap locations in each individual city. Battery swaps are expected to take around 3 minutes when they're done efficiently. It can be, however, that they take a little bit longer. The main positives from this model are lowering the purchase price of the vehicle and alleviating the battery degradation concerns, aka the batteries get old sometime. However, this business model is almost certainly causing concern for investors because it's going against the current battery trends. The trend has been fixed batteries that stay with devices throughout the device lifetime. This seems like an innovative solution to the battery problem, but it is not practical for early adopters because then there aren't very many battery swap stations. Tesla has chosen to utilize the traditional model and provide charging stations to allow vehicle owners to recharge the car batteries. We all hope our vehicles have longer lifespan than our mobile phones. I'm not sure investors will value the battery swap business model as highly as the more traditional Tesla model. Second reason why NIO is undervalued in comparison to Tesla is country risk. The simple fact is, NIO is a Chinese-based company and not based in the US. This alone makes investors nervous. It also means the stock listed on the US exchanges is an ADR, not the real stock itself. The implications may be large or small. There are implications when working with this model. Because of the differences, the country-specific differences, investors in the US are undervaluing NIO. Investors don't trust, and they don't trust because of the legal and business environments being different, as well as not having the normal level of visibility. The third reason why NIO is undervalued is very simple: money, specifically profit. I'm the first person to make fun of Tesla's track record on profit. After all, they only started making money in 2020. But the truth is, NIO has never made money. They're still losing money. This is no small detail, and I cannot stress it enough. Investors want to see companies make money so they can have confidence that the business model works. Until companies start making money, it's just a hoping game. Investors are hoping the company won't just burn up all the investors' money. Which battery model do you prefer? Do you prefer the NIO battery model, battery as a service, or do you prefer the Tesla model with charging stations throughout the country? Let me know in the comments down below. NIO is cheap, but it's because they're on sale or because they're simply cheap. Honestly, I think it's a bit of both. I can see the share price price returning to its all-time high within the next 2 to 3 years, I can see the ratios improving and moving towards each other so that the two companies are more comparable from a price to sales ratio standpoint. But I cannot see NIO joining the $1 trillion club. I do think NIO will be making money in the future, but they will always be discounted because they are not domiciled in the US. As for the battery swap model, I am willing to be proven wrong. I believe it is the wrong choice. If you enjoyed this video about NIO, you'll probably like this video on screen now. It's about Rivian, another Tesla competitor.